and we're joining Derek and Thomas today to work on the natural systems theory. Hi guys.
How you doing?
Nice to see you again. Welcome back. Here I have your genogram that we discussed last week. You gave me the information and I put it into a formula to see how you guys, where you guys came from and how you came to find each other.
Okay.
I see that Thomas, your grandmother was a hoarder.
Right.
How was it that when you went into her house, how did that feel for you?
I felt like I couldn't walk. There was no path. We walked into the front room and there was no way to get through the living room to the kitchen or back to the bathrooms. It was really hard to just move. It also smelled bad. She had a lot of cats. She didn't really clean up after them.
And I see that we spoke that your mother is a compulsive cleaner.
Yes.
And how did that make you feel after living in your grandmother's house with all that?
Man, I was relieved to just get away from grandma's house after our visits and just go home, be in my nice clean room. Everything smelled like pine sol. There was no clutter.
So you like the clean environment, although it was over clean.
Yes, that's how I tend to keep my space.
Okay, so you are a compulsive cleaner.
Yeah.
Well, you are a very good cleaner.
Yes, I love to clean.
Okay. And Derek, I see that your dad here was in the military, and he was also the kind of man where everything had to be, your bed had to be made perfect, and you had your chores.
He would check it.
Did he bounce a quarter on it?
He couldn't bounce a quarter. Wasn't done right. He put his little white glove on, and if he could get any dust off of the sill or any kind of surface,
and I see,
wasn't clean.
Was he hard on your mom about that?
No, yeah. He felt like it was her responsibility to do it.
And I see that you have a brother, and he works for a marketing firm.
Yes.
And how is he in relation to your family?
He gets along pretty well with my parents. He lives in Houston, so we don't see him.
Oh, so he removed himself from the family.
Yeah, we still talk to him and we see him, but not as often. He's
okay. And you told me that you work as a bartender. And tell me about that kind of a job.
I like it. It's decent money. Meet a lot of people.
So you work nights?
Yeah.
And Thomas?
I'm a student, so I go to school in the morning, come home in the afternoon, cook, clean, keep the house in good order. And he comes home, I guess in the morning, then I'm gone.
So tell me about the conflict between you two.
Well, we want to do things together, but he's more outdoorsy, and I really don't like being outside that often. I really like being inside. I like reading, playing music. I like to listen to classical.
And Derek, what are your interests?
I like to get out, I like to do something. I like to go to the Saints games, the Pelicans games. Tickets were really cheap. It's always a good time. I try to go camping whenever I can, or go fishing,
And do you go with each other? Do you go to sporting events?
You don't want to do that.
I dislike sports.
You don't like that.
I don't like basketball. I don't like football. I think the culture's too rowdy. It's all screaming and yelling and sweaty people jumping up and down.
So can you tell me any interests that you two have together that you could compromise a weekend night, a special date night? Is there anything that you both enjoy? Do you like going to museums? Do you like walking through galleries? Do you like taking a cruise? Is there anything that you two can do together to spend some alone time?
I like to go out on the quarter sometimes, walk around, go to the different shops some restaurants.
The cathedral's beautiful.
So do you think if I gave you homework to go take a tour through the St. Louis Cathedral and attend Mass that day, that you would be up to that? Would that be something you two could do together?
Yeah, if we could both have the same time off, yeah, I think we'd fine.
I would like that, yes.
Okay, I tell you what, that's your homework. And when you come back next week, we'll talk about how that went.
Okay,
Thank
Thank
you
you.
guys.
thank you.